Ladies and gentlemen, from the Roosevelt room of the White House, the President of the United States. Good evening. This afternoon, the U.S. House voted for a public reprimand on Judge James Allen Lee. This reprimand will go on his permanent record as a jurist and attorney. I've spoken to one of his attorneys, Rachel Lamb. She says this is regrettable. They are lobbying for a more private censure in the U.S. Senate. I've spoken to Republican Senator Cordell Wheeler. He's agreed that the private censure is more important. Also, arresting developments. After speaking to UN Ambassador Madeleine Albright and Secretary of State Warren Christopher, the United States is debating whether or not that we should be at the conference in Jerusalem. Most likely we will. But if there's any reason that we won't, it is quite frankly some of the demands made by Israeli Foreign Minister Ehud Barak. In other news, the stock market is higher. We can say that despite the downturn, our economy is in fine shape. I am open for 6 questions. Yes.
Rachel Kennison from the Blake Carr Show. My question to you tonight, Mr. President, is this. About the public reprimand of James Allen Lee, do you support or oppose that?
Punishment should be meted out against the judge charged with judicial issues. However, I don't think that was the proper approach. You either impeach him or censor him. No reprimand. Yes.
Ryan Reeves, CBNC. My question to you, Mr. President, is this. Why would the United States not consider being a part of the conference in Jerusalem? Surely it means more than just dealing with the demands of Ehud Barak.
Our concerns is if said conference could make a further drain on the United States economy. We have just been moving out of a recession that we've inherited from the Bush administration. I don't think this is a time for us to make too many moves where the parties in the Middle East aren't willing to make an agreement. And thus, if we were to move out, we would desire for the international community to move in. Yes.
Martin Riley from CBNC. My question to you, Mr. President, is this. Regarding the Senate, do you think that the censure is appropriate if it's something to be done in private?
Well, I cannot categorically say yay or nay. To comment on this would be guessing the mind of the U.S. Senate. That being said, a private censure may be the best thing for Judge Lee and for the American people. Yes.
Dan Rather from CBS, Mr. President. My question to you is this. When you look at the situation in the Middle East, why is it that the United States is considering pulling out.
We have to take care of our interests at home, the economy. The people re-elected me and Congress, as it is, to work together to fix the economy. Sometimes that means a bipartisan foreign policy. I have to meet with Warren Christopher, have to meet with the Joint Chiefs of Staff. We are looking closely at the situation, and we will decide. Warren Christopher, the Secretary of State, will decide whether or not a meeting in Jerusalem is warranted. We have time for 2 more questions.
John Riley for Rain Review. My question to you, Mr. President, is this. Regarding Whitewater, you've chosen today to nominate Raymond Fisher. Is he tied in any way to you and Hillary in Whitewater?
We knew him in 1973 when we lived in California. He's an upstanding lawyer. He had nothing to do with our investments in Whitewater. Instead, he helped Hillary set investments for us so we could return to Arkansas in style. One more question.
Katie Reeves from the Catholic Register. Judge James Allen Lee is about Jewish, and his desires to work for the Jewish Defense League. Would a public reprimand keep him from doing that?
No. But the bar would consider if there's any cause of appeal or any light from his workings as a lawyer could be second guessed through their ethics. Excuse me, American people, I got to get back to work for the American people. Thank you.